Attention everybody, it is Tuesday, September 4th, and this is episode 50 of the Daily Comic. I'm Jimmy Bird. This is a show in which I read one comic book a day and then come here and tell you what I think about that comic. Today's comic selection is Scarlet, Issue 1, written by Brian Michael Bendis, art by Alex Maleev. This is one of the Jinx World imprints, one of the independent comics that Brian Michael Bendis is getting a chance to work on as part of his arrangement since he has been part of DC's comics universe. He's getting to work on some of these stories that he finds near and dear to his heart. Scarlet tells the story of a young lady where her and her boyfriend witnessed some atrocities by the Portland, Oregon police that ended up costing him his life, and she became the icon of a revolution to speak out and to act out against these injustices that completely and entirely changed the landscape of the city of Portland, Oregon, and probably even beyond that. There's been 10 issues prior to this in a different setting, kind of telling that story, and that's where we step into it here, is just kind of like the aftermath of what happened in those first 10 issues in the past years. And we get this issue 1 where Scarlet is, like I said, an icon. She is seen as kind of the Katniss to the new Hunger Games, if you will. She's kind of stands out and speaks out, and she brings the people together to kind of stand against this tyranny and what's going on. You get some really great backdrops through the art and storytelling through the art of what the city looks like and how things have changed. You get that post-apocalyptic feel when she kind of separates yourself from, but it's also very real. Like this looks like a world that doesn't look like our reality, but then you're brought back in. For instance, she talks about having to she took a night off and cuddled up and watched a movie on an iPad, but there wasn't many choices because, again, they've been cut off from civilization, so she had a couple older movies to choose from. So stuff like that, where it's like, this isn't the world in which we live in, but you can really look at what's going on here and see, like, hey, we're about 2 or 3 really bad decisions away from getting to this point. If you just kind of go down this rabbit hole, this isn't too far-fetched. So it was very dialogue-heavy, which I didn't expect. You see this picture on here with a young girl holding a shotgun with a target on her head. This is going to be a very action-oriented comic book, and I expected something more along those lines, but this is very dialogue-heavy. But I didn't mind it. Usually I would mind something like that, but it did really well. It worked really well with the story they're trying to tell because it gives you the promise of action to come. And on top of that, it was a really interesting story. Like I said, as much as this doesn't feel like a current reality, you can look at it and say, man, the society in which we live in are really just 2 or 3 bad decisions away from something like this happening. People overreacting or just going off the rails. So, again, she's a lovable character. It's written really well, and the art in and of itself works really well to tell the story. It's its own character going on there. I enjoyed Scarlet. I'm excited about where this is going to go, and I'm excited this is on bookshelves now. So you can check out Scarlet Issue 1 right now, and thousands more like it at Paper Street Trading Company here in lovely downtown Norwood, Ohio. Now, what should I read next? There's a crop of awesome comic books coming out tomorrow on Wednesday, so I look forward to grabbing a whole big stack and reading those and sharing them with you. What do you think I should read next? What's out there that you can't live without and you think I should read next? You can tell that. Put that in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Have a great night. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Take care.